Hello, welcome to a brand new Upgrade Your OET lesson all about how to select information. Jaya got in touch with me on YouTube, hiya Jaya, and asked me for more help with OET writing for nurses. So this is especially for you and for all you other nurses out there who are looking to do their OET soon. In this lesson, we're going to be looking at my top strategy for selecting information, and then we'll look at some practice of how you go about actually doing that selection. So, how do you even begin knowing what to select and why? Welcome back for those of you who are joining me again. It's really nice to see you here again. And for those of you who don't know me, hello, I'm Sona. I'm your online OET tutor with Bose Learning, and I'm a premium preparation provider of the OET. Okay, so first of all today, I'd like you to meet George. Here he is, an active elderly gentleman who is busy on his computer, as you can see. George lives on the second floor of this block of flats here. So, second floor in UK English means this one here. I'd also like you to meet Ms. Gold. Here she is. She is the head nurse at the Primrose Nursing Home. Now, I want you to imagine that George is being transferred to Miss Gold's nursing home for temporary care, and you're going to be writing this letter of discharge for George in order to transfer him over to this nursing home. He's been at your hospital for a stay. So, what information does Miss Gold need to know in order to care for George? This is what you need to be thinking about when you read your case notes, when you get those 5 minutes preparation time in the OET writing. Remember, the first 5 minutes is just reading. You need to be thinking about and really try to understand, what does the reader, in this case, Ms. Gold, what does she need to know about George? Now, my top tip for you is to think about this question in order to start. It's a really simple question, and it is, does Miss Gold know George? Does the reader know your patient? Because that will help you pick out all this information. In this case, no, Miss Gold doesn't know George. Remember, he's this active elderly gentleman who lives in his own flat in a block of flats. He doesn't live in this nursing home. So remember, he's being transferred to this nursing home for temporary care following a hospital stay with you. So, what information does Miss Gold need to know about him? She doesn't know him at all. So, she needs to know who he is. She needs to know why he's being transferred. So, why is George coming to me? She'll be thinking. She'll need to know when he's coming as well. So, is she to expect him today? Is she to expect him next week, next month? When is he going to come? There are other things like, why is this care only temporary? And also, what aspects of his care do I and my staff need to manage? So, what do we need to do in order to care for George? These are all the questions that will be going through your reader's mind when they find out they're getting George into their home. So, these are the answers that you need to provide to the reader in your letter. So once you know the reader's questions, you can then decide what you need to provide, the information you need to provide. So in terms of who the patient is, who is this George? Of course, there are many patients named George, so you need to provide his full name and his date of birth. Because of convention, we always write his job, so he might be retired, so you can say a retired cab driver, for example, depending on whatever he is. Of course, Ms. Gold will need to know about his health. Is he in good health? Is he in poor health? What are his health requirements? And does he have any particular medical history that Miss Gold needs to know about? So, because she doesn't know him, she'll need to know all this information. Name, date of birth is standard, job as well is standard, but health and history, because she doesn't know him, you'll need to include this. Now, this big question, why is he being transferred? What has happened? So you need to search those case notes to find out what's happened to him. When? Don't forget to write about the date of transfer, so important. And why is he in temporary care? So, what's he going to do after this? Does the reader in this case, need to do anything about this? You need to provide the reader with this information because Miss Gold is going to ask these questions to herself. You need to answer them in your letter. And finally, what aspects of his care do I need to manage? That's another question Miss Gold is going to ask. So you need to provide aspects of his care plan, his medication, and his exercise, of course, possibly even his diet. So, any question that the reader is going to have about your patient, you need to provide that in your letter. So, that's how you select the information you need. You think of the questions that the reader is going to have and you answer it in your letter. So, you have to put this into beautiful paragraphs, etc, of course, and you have to prioritize. So, first of all, you find out all this information in the case notes. In this case, for this particular one, I've taken it from sample 5 of the writing. So, go away, have a look at this after this video, see if you can find out all this information. Also, in the care notes, check if there's anything else you need to include. There might be something about physiotherapy appointments, for example. Make sure you've included that if the reader needs to know about them. Then prioritize what's the most important thing that Miss Gold will need to know. Put that first. There's no need to write about his entire background. Make sure the important information comes first. Then you write your letter and don't forget to leave yourself time to check it through for anything you've left out, any errors, anything like that. So check your letter as well. I've got more videos about this which you can have a look at. I'm going to put some links up for you. But as I say, have a go. This is writing sample 5 and you'll meet the real George and the real Miss Gold. See if you can use this strategy to try and write the case yourself and then check the sample notes as well. Well, thanks very much for watching and for listening. If you've got any questions like Jaya did, then just write me a little note in the comments box below. And for more information about my on-demand courses, including the one for speaking for nurses, then take a look at the info box below because I'm going to put in some discount codes for you. Thanks again for watching. Why not watch one of my other videos now? See you next time. Bye bye.